Oh my god, if Detective Gumshoe's salary just any further, he will end up paying to work. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a part of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, the trilogy. And yeah, on last episode we have discovered some really tragic events that happened. Because apparently Emma Skye, you know, the little sister of Lana, she was attacked by Joe Dark. And she tried to push the one with the knife away, but that person was actually Neil Marshall and not Joe Dark. And so the consequence of her pushing Neil Marshall away, he was killed by that knight armor who was holding a knife or a spear or whatever. And now Emma's in pretty high shock. She fainted. Yeah, this... Okay, look, this case is just really tragic, and but still, I hope there's somehow a happy end to it, and we still have to, you know, get Damon Gant's ass, but not in that way, you know, just like whoop his ass. Anyways, let's get right into it. February 25th, 12:06, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. Hold on. Alright, just had to switch the lights on. This is my problem, not yours. Oh, I'm not interrupting anything, pals! Best boy. But it's kinda, you know... Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? This is so stupid. You've got a lot on nerve, pal. Make a detective run or while on duty. And to top it all off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again? Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. What the frick? This looks so cute! What? Okay. Here, she asked me to give you, to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. You could at least study some evidence law, really? I mean, this has to be basics, okay? And we just forgot that, you know? We got fresh out of school, law school, and then you forget everything. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Him? Yeah, we know who this is. Come on. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Alright, evidence law from Miss Skye explains the 2 rules of evidence law. Alright. Let me check first, please. Oh wow. Really? 30 clues. 30! Oh my fucking lord. Okay. Rules for submitting evidence. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. I mean, that's kind of obvious. Okay, I don't actually know why we would have this. Isn't it kind of redundant? Whatever. Doesn't look like that book will do you anything good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me? Mr. Edgeworth! The real trial today hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused the man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more? You've got to be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. Oh. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there? What? And we're going to expose him. No matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Oh yeah! February 25th, 1252, District Court, Courtroom number 9. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. The Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Hey. He is a true winner, okay? Yes, well, normally, this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But, this isn't easy to say. You see, there's some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and... Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. Man, the words with P's and... I don't know. They're really hard to pronounce. Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright. You do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. The defense calls. The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Oh yeah. It's you, Gumshoe! Just kidding. It's you, Damon Gant. Take that! Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? As a defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? True. Alright, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. Okay, first of all, I just wanted to say this. I wanted to say this a long time. Damon Gant, I think this is a kind of wordplay. You know, Damon, it's like almost, you know, the German word for like demon. It's Damon. That's just isn't like anyways, it's not in the English alphabet, and I think you know, this should be a wordplay for that he is a demon. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Man, this organ theme, this is so damn creepy. I mean, it's so creepy. It's just you just feel some kind of unease, you know. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Ah, what is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation! So, you want to play hardball, huh? Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests you to hear your testimony. Oh, righto. What's with the grim face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that the police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Sure, take my testimony for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is that true? Huh? Wait, you are in court, you have. Stop the shenanigans, okay, game? Stop it. Why? I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well, the witness may now begin his testimony. Alright, SM9 incident, let's go. Piece of shit. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she said she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Is that when Doc was arrested? Him? Oh, he was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Doc bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I better hit him hard and fast. Alright. Oh, since this is the last trial, I think this is gonna be a long part. I hope I hope it isn't that long. Okay. So, you're questioning that they... Let's hold it. Let's press on everything, okay? As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day. Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that. Was the defendant Lana's guy also present in the room? I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. Okay. So, the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky. What's this about a power outage? Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when the knife went into his heart though. That's not funny. Yeah, man, this guy is... Okay, you went to the office and you found Lana. Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and the serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor. Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls. Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. Okay. So she already arranged the policy. How can you know that? Because of the victim's body, it had already been moved. So that means you found the body near Lana's desk? That's right. I think you said earlier. It was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor. Yes. Anyway. So you had nothing to do with the forgery. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can't understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down? Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything, you would be better off staring at the court record. Worthy. Always the smooth talker. But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence. But that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. Okay. So. You had nothing to do with the forgery. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe it's the vase, because it was in his safe, right? Wait, maybe... can we... Okay, I don't know why, but I just want to save, just, you know... So, let's see. Yes! Alright. If you really had nothing to do with the forgery, then how do you explain this? What's that? And what's that on it? A handprint? Chief Gant, your explanation, please. I don't know. You tell me, son. Huh? Ah, my dear Wright. Don't you know the second rule of evidence law? Uh-oh, not this again. Evidence law. Rule 2, unregistered. Oh, fuck. Oh shit. Okay, it wasn't as redundant as I thought. I mean, still, it is relevant, right? Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Tell me, how is that rag relevant to this trial? Dude, look at his face. He is a demon. It appears the defense was not prepared. I guess it's too early to use this piece of evidence. Please accept my profound apologies, Chief. Would you mind giving the defense another chance? Well, okay, I'll just do it this once, but only because you asked, Archie. Oh, thank you. I assure you the defense is terribly sorry. Yeah, sorry I didn't nail you. Huh. Wait, what? What? Okay, maybe I have to show him this first? And then this? That doesn't make any sense, right? Let's try. Okay, no. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in your statement. How exactly is that evidence? Whatever. Yeah, okay. I don't know, he said, you know, just, I thought, okay? I thought, okay. Oh, this is stupid. Okay. Maybe this. Or I don't know. Fuck! Maybe this? Oh, okay. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. Oh, that's a blue badger you showed us earlier. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Yeah. Chief Gant, what is the meaning of this? Oh. He is a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who? Me? Or do you mean you? Me? Wait, why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? What? No! No, don't do anything to our best boy. No, he's just a wholesome detective who is lost in mind. Or whatever. Don't hurt him. Oh my god, if Detective Gumshoe's salary just any further, he will end up paying to work. Dude, this is such a running gag. It's so... Dude, come on. It's his existence. It's so crazy that he doesn't have any existential crisis, man. No anxieties whatsoever. He's still wholesome boy. Ugh. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together. Evidence and forgery. Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they are worthless. There's no reason I'll participate in the forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor? When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oh. Indeed, I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know... Alright, Archie. In return, though... I know. That place, right? What? Are they? No. Stop. My mind. No. Stop it. Huh? What are these guys? Telepathic? Alright, evidence and forgery. Okay. So... it's important when I came in, right? I mean... we didn't know his safe until we actually, you know, used this code. But I don't know. Let's press. I'd appreciate it if you would stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped... Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence. What? You didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when Writer's prints are found. Yes, if they are found inside my safe, they will prove this investigation was illegal. I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course, but suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery. I'm not through speaking yet, Wright. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they are worthless. Okay, right. Let's see. If it was found after Dark was convicted. I mean, this was... I mean, Emma said this was 3 days after she witnessed all this, right? Are you saying this jar of Reitman wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Objection! Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient? Right. The chief is talking about a possibility, so long as you can rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know. Come now, Righto. Think about it. Okay. How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember, who was it that murdered Neil? I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye. Well, now do you see? Wait, I wanted to press... Okay. Gant isn't the one who murdered Prosecutor Marshall 2 years ago. Yet I know he played a part in the forgery. Wow, so Emma really did kill him. I mean... man. That can only mean someone asked him to be an accomplice. Damon Gant, someone's accomplice? That sounds unlikely. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would of course be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh! The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to the chief. Sorry, guys. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edward? Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway. Ah! Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Archie, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? Oh, by all means, please do. Huh? What? I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Okay. If there was nothing for him. But what could it be? Let's press. Nothing in it for you. Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again. You're right, you don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? I mean, he had an accomplice, right? Like, at the end, it was to murder Detective Goodman now. But, I don't know. Why not accomplice? True, you might not help out anyone for their sake. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. No, that's not what I meant. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence? Yeah, it was Lana Skye, obviously, right? Take that! Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye, the defendant? I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister Lana? And as for the Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the Prosecutor's Office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how would he profit from all of this? He would be able to use the Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unhacked authority over all investigations. Do you mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Bruh. Really? Really? Oh wait! Oh my fucking lord. Oh, you must mean puppet as in... I couldn't finish reading! But yes, you're stupid, Your Honor. Or maybe you're special, I don't know. Admit it, Chief! You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as Chief Prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana, she's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she would testify against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Which one would that be? Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? Order! Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious! Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Etref said in easier to understand language. It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now. It looks like he's the one who decided to go through with this. Hey, Etref is helping us out, you know? He and I, we want the same thing. The truth. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief is a high-ranking... The chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder? Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright got, and better be good. Show us the evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Can I say? Oh, I cannot save. I cannot save. Okay. Let's think. Maybe this? Oh my god. Oh, this is right. Oh my god. Oh. Wait, let me save. I'm sorry guys, but I want to save, okay? This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 77777777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It is your number. What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was, 7 times 7. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Oh, he is pissed. Oh yeah. Oh, you're getting your ass whooped. Order! Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defensive search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright to be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime? Oh yeah, guys, that's the final battle. The final battle. And you're going to get your ass whooped. Your cheeks are getting clapped. What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Where would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial purpose is to determine Landersky's guilt. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Okay. So yeah, it basically has to be Goodman's lost item report because it was sent on the 21st of February and yeah, it was submitted to the Chief of Police. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. Yet you are in possession of the report. Which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes. To transfer the evidence out. Oh yeah. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form to you. Chief Gant. Then you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I'm sorry for my stuttering, but I'm too hyped. I accompanied him. There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly. But wait! The Chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something I couldn't. Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. No! What the fuck? Guys. What the fuck? Was that his, I don't know. You know, him losing his shit? Wow, damn, this game needs to chill. Whoa, this was way too creepy. Chief Gant, you didn't. The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime for no one in their right mind. For no one in their right mind would choose the police department as the place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. Objection! You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. Sorry guys? Jesus Christ. I think I... Okay. And everyone aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey you! Take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a clueless clue, just taking up space. What? 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 How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright shows us that. What? To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. I mean, is it this thing? The blue betcha panel?
Stupid!
No, it can't be. Okay, I don't know, but I think it might be really the blue betcha panel.
Take that!
No way! Are you shitting me? But why? How? Wow, I'm at the point of the game where I just show evidence, which are correct ones, but I don't get why. Please explain to me. Well, I see. Maybe I'll use this later to move your dead body, Mr. Wright. Oh, hold on. Damn, boy, what? Chill down. Huh? And I'll help you dispose of it. Okay. I thought this was happening right. Oh, right. Wait, it has to be the ceremony, right? So he moved the body to Edward's car trunk, and then Edward just drove off, right? Here it was. I mean, wait. Yeah, it's.
Take that!
Well, I see. Maybe. Oh, fuck. How?
Take that!
Well, Okay, guys, it's time for another game over screen, I think, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Wow, it's really the second game over, huh? I don't know.
Take that!
So it was the parking lot thing ticket? Oh, come on, I said... Okay. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body. A parking stop? What's Edgeworth? You mean... The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought it would be the Blue Badger. I don't know. I just thought this... Oh, man, I hate this. I'm sorry. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. You mean I carried the victim's body? Precisely so. But wait, even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day. But you did return. Tell me why. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted... Oh my god. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. So, you see, what you are really thinking to the prosecutor's... What you were really taking to the prosecutor's office wasn't a screwdriver, but the victim's body in your trunk. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless of course you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lanowski! Order! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, please, say something. I believe. Your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Wright, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. No, you're not going anywhere. You stay the fuck here. We have to get going if we're to make it. If we were to make it in time for the early bird special.
Objection!
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify, I'm invoking that right now. What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. there are certain risks to be considered.
Objection!
So you're just going to run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed all good men. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright? Your Honor. Do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Guy dispose of his body? Do I have any concrete proof? Concrete proof. I don't know. To be honest, I think we really don't. I mean, sure, we could rhyme things together, you know, like say, okay, this and that and whatever, but concrete. Ain't gonna lie, I don't think we have proof yet. Ain't gonna lie. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Aji? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Writer. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Archie, I'll leave the rest to you. Oh wow. So it was the wrong choice? Okay, it was the wrong choice. I'm sorry, guys. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? Oh, Edgeworth! There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth. Another witness! In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse his to testify. There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Miss Edgeworth, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? Yes. She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls for Lana Sky!
Take that!
The defendant, Miss Lana Sky? She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 on February 21st. Her task, to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well, the court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will have reconvened to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in Hold on. Huh? Oh, now you're coming back, huh? Now you're coming back? Oh, What you saying? Oh, I want to testify now? Hmm? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. Wow, you are a piece of shit. You are scum. Living you. Wow. I am shocked. Really. You asshole. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. Ah! This isn't good! Of course you would never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet. Fucking asshole. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. February 25th, 204, District Court, Defender Lobby, number 2. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. The chief, he's something else, huh, pals? Detective Gumshoe. I'm not a detective anymore. Oh no. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Ah, don't worry, I've already decided where to work now. At your office. My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. Oh, man, come on, don't... Maya, where are you? I mean, I wouldn't mind Gumshoe working with us, but Maya, come on, this would be a cool trio. But I would rather have him to work with Edgeworth, because I think this is a, you know, they're working fairly good together, I think. This would be a better pair. Could he mean Maya? Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand? It's not fair, he has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said? But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Ah, okay. Risk? What do you mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too? Oh, Emma! Emma, are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. So, she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said earlier. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. Okay, this girl, she is a champ. Okay, she's a champ too. It's not easy actually to accept, like, you know, you actually killed someone, even though by accident. And she did it all just to protect me. Yeah, she loves you, even though she's stupid sometimes. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside, to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. That must be why she became so cold. It was all my fault. No. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey. You didn't know what happened? You just wanted to protect him, you know? Come on. Come on, don't do this to yourself. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. Ah! Wholesome boy. Wholesome boy. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Ooh. Where did that come from? Huh? Where did that come from? Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with this forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now, I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. Oh. I see. Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait here? No, I'm going with you. I want to be there. When Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Mr. Wright. It's time to end this. To be continued. Ooh, alright, so there is actually a third part to this trial. Now, yeah, it also is a good time to stop. Wow, okay. You know, Chief Gant was already an asshole, but now he is just an asshole among assholes. I don't know. It's hard for me to rank him. I mean, I don't know, either from Karma or Damon Gant. I don't know who would take place number 1 of scumbags in this game, but you know, it's a head-to-head run right now. But that's all for that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And, you know, leave a like if you enjoyed it. Dislike it if you didn't. And also, please, if you watch this and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. OneBoredAsian, signing out.